we're back and celebrating July 23rd revolution. Always an honor to have with us over the phone His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Mohamed Hegazy, former assistant to the Foreign Minister. Your Excellency, thank you so much for joining Nile TV International and Wednesday debate. Actually, there was a very important speech by His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi earlier in the day, marking this important occasion where the President had stated how this revolution, Ambassador, had reshaped Egypt's political landscape as a whole.
Well, Tagreed, I do agree with you. It has changed the whole landscape of Egypt, the whole landscape of the Arab world, Africa, and the Third World in general. The 23rd of July revolution has contributed to the eradication of colonialism and leading the way to the establishment of the non-aligned movement and regain Egypt wealth to its people, to the majority of the deprived people who have built a huge asset to the nation later on by the introduction of a process of education to all, a process of distribution of wealth, of land to the deprived people. I think the revolution did not change the social landscape in Egypt, but it gives everybody an equal opportunity to look for a better future. Of course, there were many challenges, particularly Egypt was under the occupation and the British presence in the whole region was very felt. Egypt has eradicated not only the colonialism on its land and cut the lion tail, which is Britain, and brought in a new chapter of Egypt owning its assets by nationalization, and further it has helped all the liberation movements in Africa, understanding that there is no life to the Egyptian revolution without a surrounding or a landscape free of colonialism. Having done that to the region, the fame of the Egyptian revolution went further to Asia and Latin America and contributed heavily in the readjustment of the international world politics, and non-alignment was at that time considered the balancing movement between the two blocs, the Soviet Union and the United States and the West on another side. The change of the landscape of the region did allow this revolution to strive both economically and militarily, and established a new era in the life of the Middle East, supporting also the liberation movements, as I said, in Africa, Asia, the Gulf region, and the Latin America. The revolution went on in its achievement till it has faced the 1967 defeat, where the whole dream of Nasser was shaken, but regaining momentum and rebuilding its armed forces. Egypt, or its revolution, has achieved the 1973 victory and the readjustment of peace as a direction of the whole region. And since then, Egypt has played a balancing force, a credible power to the well-being of the region. And today, the revolution, after the extension it had in the 30th of June revolution, which is a complement to the spirit of the Egyptian mother revolution. The 23rd of July, the 30th of June came in a moment where Egypt was facing radical views and a change that hasn't respected the secular nature of the Egyptian society, and it led the change towards more trust into the Egyptian internal building and affairs, and Egypt has contributed to the stability of the region, and it has created an economy which is one of the region or Africa most renowned and important, we drive the whole nation toward a new era, where a new republic or a new vision of modern Egypt, where infrastructure was taken care of and an economy which is based on international rulings with respect of international investment laws. Egypt has introduced changes not only in its landscape but also in its economic structure, and I think now Egypt, one of Africa and the Arab world most attractive economies, and a lot of investments is happening. Tourism is booming, but at the same time, Egypt is cognizant of the danger that's surrounding its territory from all angles. From the west, you find fights and this agreement in Libya, in Sudan, and you see the horrific images that comes from Gaza, where Egypt is playing a mediation role, but at the same time trying to bring peace and stability to Sudan, right, and to Libya, and trying at the same time to play its lawful role of stabilizing force. And this is what the 23rd of July revolution has established since the beginning, is to bring Egypt as a modern, credible force in the Middle East, working for the benefit of its people, and confront challenges, mainly the challenge that is now still going on in the region, which is terrorism. And on behalf of the world community, Egypt has successfully eradicated this plague, which is considered one of the most difficult challenges that we face.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, Ambassador Dr. Mohamed Hegazy, former assistant to the Foreign Minister, highlighting His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's message and speech, and also how the 23rd of July revolution had opened a new chapter and had helped other liberation movements in Africa at large. Back